Due to sensitivity surrounding current events and some violent content, viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, it's Isabel1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox One. And today's video may upset some people, but I am not somebody who will ever fly a Meta Lance. Here's Oldest Bladeborn in Meta Lance, 3 Plasmac, 2 Railgun, Prismatic Shield, a couple of banks, around 1,000 hull. I've linked many times to the Meta Lance video. You know, it's a very standard build. Some are faster, some are slower. You know, people have different personal preferences, but you know, a lot of people fly Meta FDLs, and if I go after them, I use one of my combat ships. But we in the Dark Marauders are known for our jankier builds, our sillier, crazier builds. Here I'm in a bi-weave shielded pirate mamba with 32 tons of cargo space, collector limpet, hatchbreaker limpet, and a manifest scanner. A lot of D-rated shield boosters, a lot of D-rated parts, and it's stripped down to go super fast. Now, us and our friends over at 7th Legion have been using janky builds all the time, just for funsies. We were up at the CG having a laugh pirating, and we were using all sorts of weird and wonderful builds. I gotta say, this was a real surprise. I was swinged up with Frodo, Swaggins and the Selfish One, and we managed to do a robbery. The person didn't die, and we gave him a 24-hour pass from the Dark Marauders. Now, admittedly, not long after this incident, Frodo did try and take him hostage, but that's got nothing to do with Dark Marauders. I didn't get involved in that situation. He had a 24-hour pass from us, so we would not pirate him for the next 24 hours coming in and out of the CG. That's our rules, that's how it goes. Fortunately, the people I was with may not obey those rules, but at least they let him out of this instance alive. I was very surprised. I thought at one point one of them would do something. Frodo's good as gold whenever we go pirating with him. He does tend to be a bit brutal and shoot people's drives out, but he is good as gold when it comes to actually letting the person live. Selfish One, I'm not too sure about. I've never had him in my wing when I've been pirating before, and I gotta say his attitude towards killing people leads me to believe that he may not be the safest person to go pirating with. Now, this is a typical confrontation between pirates and hardcore PvPers. This was 4 pirate ships versus 2 Meta Lances, and of course they target the unshielded pirate ship Ghost was in. Now, this is a voice clip coming up of Ghost dying to them.
So good. I'm in my pirate ship. Let them have their fun. Let them have their fun. GG's all over.
And that is pretty much always the reaction. Just GG's and a bit of fun. You know, none of the Dark Marauders that I know of really give a monkeys if we get killed, especially if it's by a Meta Lance when you're in a pirate ship, because you expect to get killed by a Meta Lance when you're in a pirate ship. I mean, hell, the amount of times I've barely made it out alive in my Cobra Mark IV, you know, before my drives get railgunned off, or you know, I get taken out totally or ganked, and I've been attacked in that thing by wings of 4 FDLs. You know, when you're in a pirate ship, some of our pirate builds, they get really silly, and the whole point is they're pirate ships. They're not designed to fight against Meta Lance try-hard PvP sweats. They're meant to rob commanders of a bit of cargo. You know, my weapons on this are undersized and weak. They're designed to take the shields down on Type 7s and Type 6s, not chew through, what, 2,500, 2,700 shields with multiple banks and decent resistances. No, my pirate ship doesn't need to do that. My pirate ship just needs to rob commanders of a bit of cargo. I mean, on the rare occasion that I get like a thirst to go and get some kills, I'll go get some kills. It's not a problem. You know, I will generally do it by winging it with people that are better than me or in powerful ships, and fighting people, you know, and using dirty tactics and things like phasing and ramming and frags, you know, but I can get PvP kills as much as my heart's content. You know, I personally don't really get much out of it. You know, if you ask me in a few weeks what happened at this CG, I will be able to tell you more about the piracy I did than the PvP I did. Though I will be able to tell you about some of the PvP I did when it involves fun and silly and stupid ships, because that side of the PvP is really funny. Now these two Meta Lancers that we were fighting against in this instance, both lovely guys, all GGs, and everything's nice. You know, sometimes we do get a couple of people that push us out of instances, or like we run away in pirate ships and they kill smug and send messages. Like I had one recently send me messages sort of saying, where have your balls gone, and blah blah blah, balls this, balls that, and it's like, I was in a pirate ship, how much cargo do you have? But I love people who send stuff like this when you send them a GG. It's just beautiful. They're the sort of people I really makes me laugh. My friend Frodo Swaggins, now he enjoys a good troll build, a good silly build. He's forever building really weird and wonderful janky ships. He recently built a dropship, which he's died in a couple of times, but he's having real fun in ramming people because it is ridiculously hefty. And yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun to fight people in weird and wonderful builds and stupid ships. You know, if you're fighting people that are always trapped in Meta Lancers and that, like, I do sometimes feel sorry for them, because it's a bit like, you know, do they not try other things, have a bit of fun once in a while, whiz around in Vipers, do silly stuff in Cobra 3 mine layers, have a bit of fun in a big rammy stonky dropship? It looks a lot of fun. I gotta say, as a person who loves ramming, I may have to build yet another dropship. Although I don't know, because I did a video a while ago on my last dropship and it didn't last long. But we did manage to do something amazing, and it was amazing and so much fun. We got the pod of orcas together, a full wing of orcas. Unfortunately, due to instancing and people crashing out, we didn't actually stay winged up for that long, but we did get this fight against the Faz mine layer, and we were all whizzing around him in orcas. I had mines and one plasmac, so I was about as effective as I normally am with plasmacs. But I did get in there and ram a couple of times. But we had an absolute blast in a wing of orcas. The 7th Legion guys have been on about doing this for ages. I've got a pirate orca, so I grabbed my orca and I joined them. These are totally stupid builds. They're not anything like proper combat ships. Shield strength wise and that, they're not that strong, they're not that powerful. But we had an absolute ton of fun. A literal whale of a time, running around in super fast orcas, trying to just smash people, trying to have a bit of combat in orcas. We ended up in a massive PvP fight. I think it was like something like 8-on-4 or 7-on-3. There was a load of us versus a few lawfuls, and I noticed one of the guys that posted some of his kills from it, because they did kill a couple of guys. Didn't really mention that 4 of the bad guys they were fighting were in orcas, but I did actually hit a few plasmacs. I also managed to hit a few mine shots. I had a bit of fun. It was properly the stupidest thing I think we could have possibly done, and we chased out a couple of the lawfuls and managed to get a kill on one of them. It's proper silly fun. We did have other people in there. It was us, 7th Legion, TOC, Selfish One, all sorts of silly people, and between me and Jabba's mines, we managed to mine off Ragnarscott's shield. As you see, here's Frodo in his orca. We had to reform the wing because somebody crashed out on dropping down. There were fun, silly, stupid ships in here, lots of people whizzing it around. We even unleashed the AttackPanda, who was actually in one of the more sensible combat builds, in his Mamba with pulses and missiles. But all in all, everyone was in silly, stupid things. We were having fun. I think even some of the Meta Lance guys must have had a smile on their faces and an orca came steaming towards them, surely. But that's pretty much it for this video. I'll leave you with the last bit as Ragnarscott dies, and you just hear some of the reaction and fun in the party chat.
Oh, I missed the ram.
Somebody check the inside of his ship.
Oh, no, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking seekers.
Good job, guys.
Who's the next target?
Missiles.
Yeah, let's go to the next one.
That's it.